Okay. On the YouTube side of things, do we have a signal here for Satisfactory? I think we're on part 18 for this Satisfactory build. Okay, AOS. We have acquisition of signal. Okay, cool. Speaking of big projects that we need to get done, no stand-up required. Let's just load up Satisfactory and go. All right. So we just if you're on YouTube, you probably I didn't stream this because it was only like a little 45-minute thing, but I kind of decided I went out and first of all we went out and killed a bunch of things and got a bunch of DNA, killed a bunch of spiders, but yeah, cool stuff. But we basically kind of thought, you know, if we sloop steel production and maybe just scale it a little bit bigger over here, we probably don't need to make like a gigantic factory. The only reason why I don't want to like sit and start building out everything else here is because, especially like building inside of the dock structure, I don't want to get hung up on building the dock too much because I don't want to go end up building everything into the dock and then just use everything there to make the ship and then have the ship not do anything. You know what I mean? We got to build out the ship to build the factory in. So I'm not going to say it's a distraction, but building stuff inside of the dock doesn't... that is a way... If I'd like to think that I'm looking at this right. I'm pretty sure I am. I think that's basically a way to get distracted from not working on the ship. I want to keep working on it. So we need a quick way to get steel going. That's basically where I'm at. You fix the spacings on the internals? Yeah. Yeah, Rocket Guy, they're good. We started building out the bulkhead and structure. Yeah, we placed 20 of those spheres, but the problem is that I ran out of steel. I ran out. So what I'm doing over here is summer slooping. We're slooping the steel production. How much steel are you making? Right now, we're making 225 per minute, which is... I would like it to be more, to be honest with you. Yeah, Sneaky. We gotta keep this stuff basic, right? Keep the outside factory basic, because if we sit here and start engineering out blah 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 blah, it's not gonna do me very good. Now we do need to scale steel still, but it doesn't need to be crazy, right? Hey, Chief. Let's heard you have some spacing issues of those floors or something that goes into the spheres. Oh, yeah, Rocket Guy, yeah. Yeah. What was going on is that we were encountering a spacing issue. How stuff, okay, so think about this like KSP. Like, you know, you put down a root part in KSP, right? And go from there, and you build off the root part. And where the root part is kind of denotes how everything else works. Same kind of thing happens in the blueprint printer. If the first piece that you make in the blueprint printer is an I-beam, well, look at that I-beam. What can you tell me about it? It's halfway in the ground. The deck spacing problem that I couldn't understand that chat was trying to tell me is that, well, if you have a subassembly that starts with an I-beam, its root part is one of the painted beams, and then you start making stuff that's not painted beams. On top of that, you're gonna have a half-meter offset. So, yeah, it took my stupid caveman brain a second to figure it out, but yeah, we got it under control. Don't know if you've seen this, but word on the street at the moment is some primary contractors are telling NASA to go cost plus or they won't bid on future contracts. Yeah, Ray, we could talk about that during Space News. Please watch this. Bro. I'm trying to get this done. What do you want me to see? War Thunder update? Firebirds update trailer. Is that BTR? Nice plane. It looks good. It looks really nice. F-15. Rocket Guy basically made it so... Rocket Guy basically made it so, everything fits together like Legos. You just gotta make sure that the spacing is right on your initial placement, but everything will fit together like Legos. Like all the prefab segments fit together like, it's very modular. It's basically how an actual naval vessel is built. Boy. Whoa. Hind. That's a newer Hind, though. That was not an Mi-24. That looked like an Mi-35. The Satisfactory music. Nice. The odds of that happening are slim and none. What is this, 73 Eastings? Yeah, just a little word, like, once again, I'm an armchair general. I don't know too much about this, but I know you don't want your tanks that close to each other because one bomb can take out, like, 4 tanks. Should put it out there. See, just like that. See what I'm talking about? See how the Abrams are staggered and far apart from each other? For that, ooh, hello. And that's why they're exploding, yeah. What is that thing? Nice. I mean, Zonku, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure that's exactly what happened at 73 Eastings in 1991. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Cool. That's neat, Linus. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff to work on. I know playing War Thunder will just... Yeah, if I play it, I'm gonna not stop. But yeah, that's still cool. Was that a Hind B? No, it's an Mi-24E. So, not even an E. It could be an E or could be an Mi-35. It had intercoolers on the intakes and exhaust. That's how you can tell the newer Hinds from the older ones. All right. Anyway, back to scaling steel. Your retirement is going to be Eve. Like, grab all this. You know what? Sloop production on one foundry might actually be enough, dudes. But anyway, let's get back to work. So yeah, Rocket Guy, I was doing tests. You can kind of see them up there on the right by that blueprint printer, like way up there. I was doing tests to see how the bulkhead, or the levels and deck spacing jive with the octagons. And we basically figured out the math to get everything right. The problem that we were running into is because it was on a half-meter offset, which really screwed us up. Very important video just released. Oh yeah? DQW4 in the YouTube URL. Gee, I wonder what that is. That's been linked so many damn times, Apollo. I know what it is just by the DQW4 in the URL. It's Rickroll, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. And before someone tiny URLs it, yeah. What do you think of Behind Enemy Lines? It's a good movie. Pretty decent. Once again, I must join this chat in case EJ drops any space-related nuggets. Can't fall behind. Sorry. I had to. It felt so free. Saraga, there's our test articles over there. It's true. So, yeah, see. I still haven't figured out, like, lateral spacing on stuff, so I don't really know, like, it, because the decks definitely aren't stacked one on top of the other like that. There is a pattern to them. But that is not necessarily something that is needed before we start construction. We could figure out the deck spacing. That's not a big deal. The fact that it was really important to me to get the decks figured out top to bottom. So we never have basically the way we have this set up is that there's never going to be a deck or a level with a horizontal crossbar going through it anywhere in this design. Which is pretty cool. You might get a diagonal, like the spar in this, or a vertical, but the verticals are offset, so there's a clue there to how we should go about placing it. But once again, if we're gonna do something like this, we'd have to figure it out once this octagon is built. It's not built yet. To figure out the exact spacing, you know? Because, like I said, there's definitely a repeating pattern here. Does the deck layout exist anywhere? This is all we have. That, and we have this. We have the maps that are in Sketchfab, but these don't have any rhyme or reason to them. This is just a level. Like, once again, we're gonna have to figure out how they're kind of placed all together. Like, sideways spacing, once again, is not that important to me. We could figure out a way to get them to place correctly. It's the vertical spacing that needed to get figured out. With this type of spacing and the offset thing that I put in there, yeah, you're never gonna have this problem. Just make sure you have bathrooms. Bathrooms? On a ship? It's called a head, dude. Right? I also put electricity out here. Headrooms. No. Yeah, those are the old rooms, but the stack spacing is the same. I actually raised the ceiling so that space in between them gets filled up because, yeah, we needed a taller ceiling for the wide corridors. So yeah, we've basically got everything figured out. Is it a bulkhead or a frame? Frames are sideways. Bulkheads are front to back. Frames go port to starboard. Bulkheads go bow to stern. What's the goal today? Well, I'm pretty sure that we have enough steel here to get this done right. Because we're slooping steel, so we'll see where that takes us. What's the massive parking structure? It's a dry dock. Let me show you. Switch to jetpack. Just looks like a parking structure because it's not finished. It's a massive dock for a gigantic ship that I'm building. That's what all the octagons up there, that's the lattice framework for the vessel. If you're a Halo fan, I'm building the Pillar of Autumn. If that doesn't mean anything to you, I'm building the dock and the ship in Satisfactory. And I'm going to put my factory inside of it. And this is going to be this is going to be the factory. Factory's going to be inside. That doesn't sound right. Yeah. Somebody double check me. I'm pretty sure it is firework, but, you know. If there's any squids out there that want to correct me, I'm pretty sure they're already typing it. All right. Anyway, yeah, this is a gigantic build, but yeah, what I'm doing is I'm building my factory inside of the ship. Because I don't know, something different. And I like Halo, so. Frames and bulkhead are the same. Frames and bulkheads are the same thing. Stringers and bows to stern. Stringer is bow to stern. You sure? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'd have to go look. I mean, we are gonna need the why do I always blank on the names? We're gonna need indicators to say where you are on the ship, or else this is just gonna get super confusing. It'll be super easy for even me, the guy that made the stupid thing, to get lost in it. Now we figure out how the factory is gonna fit around the octagons. Yes, Yard. Long story short, some of the octagons will be hollow in certain areas. There are some parts where the octagonal structure is hollowed out. Like a cargo hold or something in the ship's cross-section. So, like, yeah, yes, I figured that out. Okay. What does your guy do for sustenance, for social engagement? It seems lonely out there. It's a building game. We're getting paid by Fixit to be here, so. Yeah, the Mac cannon barrel. Yeah, exactly. Does the game map even fit inside the ship model? The ship is basically from here to here. The ship is pointed top right. It's pointed northeast in this thing. The map goes all the way down here. So, yeah, no, we're good. Does the game map even fit inside the ship model? No, it does not. Yeah, Sig, it doesn't, which is annoying, but yeah. Oh, crap. Come back, come back. Okay. Yeah, I got you, Aqualex, yeah. Alright, so we got a bunch of steel, and I don't have any concrete on me, so we're going to be taking it from interdimensional storage. I brought too much steel. Yeah, this is a single man. Doing this by myself. Alright, so you know what I think we'll do? With the steel that we have, we'll put our slooped steel, crappy steel factory to the test here. We need to start going down here. So we have 3 octagons down from the center. So I'm going to basically figure out these 2 here, and then those 2 there. And yeah. And then from there, it should be a square, and then 12 meter down. The diagonals are 12 meter tall, if that makes any sense. So let's, got to go 40 meter down from here, which is what we just did. And then... let's see if our blueprints... Oh no. I did bring in my blueprints from the other save too, for what it's worth. Oh, we have to go down more than that. We have to go down another 16 to get to the next set of rings. Yeah, I see it. So I have my other blueprints in here in case we need to make a bigger factory. I have all the foundries and the Vabturi stuff in here in case we need it. Stairwells, etc., etc. yeah, once again, if you didn't see it, I wired this up for electricity so we can hover around. Alright, Raiden, let's see if this thing comes in the right spot. Yep, there it is. Will the ship be in the satisfactory vertical limit? Yeah. Yeah, we should be fine. Nice. Can you auto-rotate? You can auto-rotate the hover pack. Cool. Neat. That's what it was doing. You hit spacebar, it'll auto-rotate the hover pack. That's actually pretty cool. What do you think about Rocket Lab proposed Mars sample return mission? I haven't seen the proposal myself, Rarest, to be honest. Vibe check. One beam is not positioned correctly. 16. Okay, alignment check is green. Got you over here. Yeah, I know people were always saying, yeah, get the electric hover pack, get the hover pack, it's way easier, it's way easier. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just didn't feel like it. You're not wrong. This makes this way faster. You're not wrong. It's just I was being lazy. Leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, it does until you land. Then it stops doing it. Yep. We are never wrong. Dang, I missed one day. Yeah, we've been doing some work, no rap. Like I said, Christmas, man. Gotta get this done, dude. How many decks is this going to have? 48. Hey, RJ. Yeah, 48, dude. 48 at the tallest. Yeah, hull segment 4, 48 decks. Well, actually, 24 levels, 24 decks. Make sure you check your deck spacing. Oh, always. I have the deck spacing test article. We use it for measuring all the time. Nimitz carrier is up 10 and down 10. Yeah, so we were doing some math out. Down 7. So we were doing some math out, Victory. This thing is like, oh, I don't know, 2.5 Nimitz long and probably like 3 or 4 Nimitz wide. Remember, any unit but the metric system. It's nuts, actually, like crazy. The pillar bottom is huge. It's, yeah, gigantic. That poor Raptor, another 12 firings today. Phil, is it the same motor? Honest question. Is it the same motor?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
What about the Infinity? I don't care about fake spaceships. I see you're making balls. Are these for fuel? Some of them actually might be for that. Balls. It's UE5, Cryonickel. UE5, baby. It's a dream. It was all a dream. I used to use Unreal 4 magazines. Lumen and RTX up in the limousine. Same Raptor. Unreal. Just place 2 octo balls below and delete half of them. Raiden, we'll, I'm gonna hold off on that one. Just for a second. Like... Shut up, Dean. You don't see it. You see nothing. No, it tells me nothing. The power... The power is... working. Okay, that's one off. But how did the NSSL launch go? Fine. Well, it looked fine. Okay, vibe fitment check. Alright, cool. Burn that one in place. Well, Penta was an NRO mission, so we really don't know if it went well. Everything seemed fine. What I noticed is that that NRO mission went into a very weird orbit for an NRO satellite. 70 degrees inclined, which is... okay. Can you just put a 16-meter long blueprint part and add to your structure with the next blueprint? Would make it easier. I can't fit that in the blueprint printer, Cinerone. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. We'd have to have the 16-meter beam just be its own thing. Time to upgrade the blueprint machine. I mean, how much time am I actually saving? Just, this takes 2 seconds. What I do think might be a good idea would be maybe a blueprint for 4 of those in the correct positioning. That might be smart. The root part is usually what's attached to the floor, drummer. What's the first thing to attach to the floor? Two seconds times how many balls? 900. So 1800 seconds total time. That's not a lot, dude. I'm good with that. Balls. $30 minutes total time. Considering the scale of the build, 30 minutes is nothing, Dean. Could you have the spacers at half length on each side? Could it fit? Yeah, but now you're incurring a material cost because, if I'm understanding this right, 8 is going to cost 2. No, you're not. Nope. Maybe. That might... It's possible to put them in like that. Yeah, that would be probably a good idea. I actually like that idea. Yeah, mean data manipulation. Manipulating, Apollo, you're manipulating data. Why is that not lined up? Everything should be lined up. The full orange octos right there were just original measuring. That was my original test to make sure that the balls would fit correctly. All right, let's go in here. Let's load the octosphere. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you cannot do that. That is the exact limit of the blueprint printer. If we had the Mark III blueprint printer, we could probably get away with it. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't mind doing every fitment check like that. Doing the fitment check of every single ball. I honestly don't mind doing it. The reason why I don't mind it is because, you know, that's QA, just to be absolutely sure. I'll look over every single one of them. It doesn't bother me. Big deck energy. What I'm actually kind of thinking is how we're going to do that. That's how you spell aesthetic, but let's just put which is cool. It is? Yeah, okay, cool. All right. It won't snap. Oh, screw that. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, it won't snap. Yeah, not doing that. Okay. Very demure description. Very mindful. You know what that means. Yeah, I know, Sebi. Yes. Very Ohio or Idaho Scooby-Doo Ligma. Proud of you for knowing a Gen Z meme. You know that's just a word in the dictionary, right? Like, but the funny thing is, Gen Z over here thinking they invented brain rot. That's the funniest part of this. Bro, go watch, like, Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job. And you'll see, you ain't the first ones to do this, okay? Okay? You ain't the first ones to, you know, get that done. I mean, you know that it's February, right? I am a robot. Okay? Rules. Well, I watched Aqua Teen back in the day, alright? That is the original. That's the original freaking brain rot, okay? Okay, Fry Man? Yes, John. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I know, Victory. It's good. It's the Brood Witch. Yep. Call this a sandwich? You got no bacon on it? I mean, mustard. Yeah, Dijon mustard. I need to see that one more time for the bottom one. I just don't want to make sure we have material overlap here. Okay, so the horizontals on the sides. And then we actually need the forward verticals here. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's actually not bad. We gotta modify Octosphere B. So let's load up the original Octosphere. We'll put the inverted frame ramp. And then for Octosphere A, which will be the, or C, top, I don't know. We'll, put an upwards frame ramp. Did you hear that Halo's not going to be on Havoc anymore? Yeah, I did. That's dumb. Switching to UE5, you know, because it's cheaper than making your own engine. Because shortchanging your signature franchise worked so well the last time they did that. Didn't it? Oh, that went great, didn't it? It went awesome. Oh, wait, no it didn't. Panta, I don't... I don't care. Graphics aren't gonna bring me back to playing Halo, to be honest with you. Pretty much nothing is, to be very, very honest with you. The more you know. Panta, stop talking like them. Stop doing that. Would a return to the Bungie storyline bring you back? Maybe. The inner balls need to be attached. Okay, cool. Where do the inner balls need to be attached? Right there, right there, right there, right there, and then there. Or the inner cubes, not balls. Okay. I've returned. That's a crazy frame you got there. Well, thank you. I think. Okay. $2,004 to us is $19.84 to our parents. Yeah, can you stop? Can you stop doing that? Like, now? Actually, I don't want that just yet. About 900, Jim, or take. In this game, could you not conquer a local village and put it? No, BA. The game's multiplayer, dude. Game's multiplayer. Could you not conquer other players? I don't think you need to conquer them. You could just ask, dude. What is this structure for? It's the chassis for the spaceship that I'm going to build my factory in, Sendel. No chance to put alien predators to work. No. No. There's... No. Okay. So, that one that I just made was this thing right here. We gotta delete, like, a good amount of that thing. The... Yeah, I like that part. Yeah. Okay, we're the good guys in this game. Yeah, sure. Good guys. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that just for a second. Yeah. We're the good guys. Yeah. Sure. That makes sense, right? Like, okay, so this octosphere is going to need to be cut up a little bit. A lot of them are, but... So... It looks like the bottom of the ship where it starts to curve basically starts right there. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all that. Yeah. I think you'll agree with this. Didn't you link this already, Phil, or am I out of my mind? We'll discuss that during Space News. So if we get this right, I actually need to load up my, give me 1 second. We'll measure the bottom of the ship right here out to the pointed edge on the model. And actually, I'm just gonna land, do this. And if we do that right, that should get us, we have basically where the angle starts up there, and then if we can figure this out where the angle finishes, we have the outside of the hull right there. We can connect the dots. Oh, yeah, Dean. Could you do me a big favor and shoot your rifle one time? It would feel more Master Chiefy. Sure. Okay. So right now we're down here. We're down here on the dock. So let's get our positional ruler that we've been using. Bring the locators down here. Set one to the center line. Just measure the center line to there. It's 37 meters. Be a lot cooler if it was 40. 38 works too. Okay. So, that should be the distance of that. Ooh. And then the angle for the armor plating is up 3 over 3. Then like that. And then from that point there, connected to there, is the outside of the hull. Oh. How do we get that angle? Hi, new to Satisfactory player here. Is it better to package oil to put into trains than unpack the other end? I would use fluid trains, Dizzy, because with fluid trains you don't have to package it. You don't need that step. What are you going to do with it? If you're moving crude around, yeah, no, it makes no sense to package it. Just move it in bulk. Yeah, easier. You already package it inside of the tanker car. You know what I'm saying? $40, $80, $120. $125 up. Yeah, we can use Pythagorean to find the hypotenuse and angles too. Right. We're 125 up and 40 and 29, so 69 over. Nice. Here, give me 1 second. Yeah, nice, dude. Oh, I can't tell you how easy would school be if you could do this. Easy. So it's 142.78. That's the number we're looking for, but now we need the angles. I think it's 30 and 60, but see last. What's up?
And it was this desire to lead in gumball innovation that would change everything forever.
What we were trying to do was make the gumballs more orange, but what we did instead was open a rift in the space-time continuum, unleashing a godlike entity. You know, it happens.
Yeah, no problem, Dizzy. It happens. Yes. Man, I hate it when I do that. Yep. Quackulate. Give me 1 second, guys. What was that? Something that Pop Mercury linked. Will there be a space news later? Yeah, or Booster 13 static fire. True or false, switching to UE5 was most definitely a decision made by people who wear suits. Most likely. just got like 5 messages all at once. Okay. 2889. So 28 and 61. Okay. We need to break it down into smaller triangles. So we can't factor. I think 69 is a prime number. You can't factor those. Why are we doing math? I'm trying to figure out the angles on the outer hull of the ship. I need to connect that to that. We need something that's 100 and... We need a beam that's 100 and... 142, 78, and it needs to be at a 28-degree angle. Just not exactly sure how. I mean, we can't cover angle here, so I need measurements for a triangle, a smaller triangle. So, because I can only make beams in 40. I can only make beams in 40-meter increments. So we can. Our maximum hypotenuse for a triangle can only be. Yeah, okay. So with a hypotenuse of 40 and an angle of 2889, which is what it calls for, we broke it down into a smaller triangle. Height B, it should be 35 on the dot. So check this out. Ready? We measure 35. What's A? A is 19.32. Crap. Follow the directions. Yeah. Maybe that got us close enough. No, that's not gonna work. Try that. You Kraken, did you got something that could be used with round numbers? It's 10.29, dude. It's not 10. 29 by 16 get you a good one with your point 012 off. 29 by 16 would be even better, Socks. Yeah, we gotta get it. Gotta get the angle right, which is tough. Yeah. $33.12. That doesn't look right. Is it? Yeah, maybe it is. All right, screw it. Let's try it. I think Sea Kraken, you guys got the right idea. It's just. Temporary power harness so we can get the stupid jetpack working. Yeah, we just break down the triangles over and over again. You need it's 2889. That's what we need. That's close. 2889 is close. I'm not sure, from this angle it doesn't look like that's going to get us there. Unless we can figure out a way to make decimal points here to get this angle right. This is basically a precursor to how building all the angles on this ship is going to be soon, fellas. It's going to be... Dude, that's actually pretty friggin' close. No. Come on back. Yeah, Jack, that's like my favorite episode of Top Gear, dude. Dude. Stocks, that was close enough, man. That's actually really good. Oh, excellent. That is a load off. I thought it wasn't going to be exact, but it's pretty damn close. Like... Like to the point where I didn't feel like dying today. Yeah, baby. It's 29 by 16, guys. 29 by 16 triangle. That one is close. It's close enough. There is a little bit of a seam there. You can see it. But it's close. How are the frames holding with this, dude? I can't believe that. That's unreal. Battery hot swap, good man. Did you download the time-lapse mod? No, I haven't. What's your frame rate? It's capped at 60. So no time lapse of building this, sad face. Gee, I'm sorry. Or something. Dean, you alright? Hey, you're the one that wanted to come up here and build this thing, man. The one that's been getting up my tail about doing this, feller. Look at the ground all the way down there. Ha 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 ha. What game is this? This is Satisfactory. Satisfactory is the name of the game. You mod the game slightly to increase the build length. How can I support the channel? You can subscribe, collector, or just hit the tips button down there, dude. There's a hub with a bed in it, BA, if that's what you're wondering. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm just gonna temporarily get rid of the cube and see if we can attach there. Yeah, because some of these are gonna require a little bit of custom trimming. Nope, that was 7 meters. Part of the ship is just outside of that octo ball. How's your day going? It's going all right. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, so I'm like, today, you know? How's your neck? It still hurts, man. It's very annoying. Part of the LCD panel stick out from the mount. I don't know, Seacracken, but I'm not even at that point yet. I'm just trying to trim the octo balls at this point, you know? Okay. We're gonna have to make a couple of custom octo balls to deal with the trim from the ship. Like, you know, so we don't have to sit here and basically curtail every single one of these things. Hold on. That's not locked into the right spot. All right, Dean. Have a good afternoon. All right. I'll see you. All right, we'll just leave that. Won't you need a custom octo for every level? Pretty much. Yeah, future EJ problem indeed. But yeah, I mean, even if I make that, if I just make that one with that's missing some of the pieces, right? That would be good enough. Now down here we don't need one. There's, yeah, I'll figure out, like, we could use this for empty space or something. Try neck heating pad. Yeah, I've been hitting the heating pad every day this week, Adrians. Yeah. Can you rotate the blueprints in 6 dimensions? Some. Dude, some of them, but... Because, yeah, that would be super cool to be able to attach us here, and then you flip it upside down and you got the top one, right? Like, but I'm not sure you can do that. I'm not sure we have that type of axial control. Or axis control, not axial. Will the planet below provide the necessary fueling requirements for the engines? No. No, the ship is just for show, BA. It's not, it's just for show. Satisfactory is a factory building game. I'm building the ship because I think the ship's cool, and I think the ship's big enough to be able to put a pretty nice factory inside. And, yeah, the ship is just, basically a building for my factory. That's it. I just wanted to make it look like a spaceship because I thought that looked cool. We're at a high level of intelligence here. Couldn't we make provisions for that? Couldn't we make provisions to fly the 1 kilometer long ship in a game where that's... No, you can't do that. Not in this game. Maybe another one. It's evident that your brain is more capable of making that happen, and you have us to assist where needed. I appreciate the kind words, dude, but this is not the game where you do that, man. I appreciate the kind words, though. Really, I do. Yeah. Yeah, Satisfactory, dude. Trying to get this object to move around and be susceptible to the laws of physics would blow up my computer. It would blow up anyone's computer. This is way too big to... I mean, that would be rad, don't get me wrong, but this isn't... You'd need to play like Space Engineers to do something like that. You know? Space Engineers would be the game you want for something like that. Kerbal Factory, yeah, dude. That'd be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be cool, but yeah, not really what we're looking for. And we get a bigger computer. I mean, I appreciate the optimism, dude. I do. But... Okay, sorry guys, there's just a lot going on. I'm getting a lot of messages today. So I'm like, hi. Chopsticks are on the rise. There's also that. There's also that. Oh man, today is just boats against the current, dude. The question is, can we do the Warthog run to the longsword at the end? Oh, Harbor Freight advertisement. At least they know. Snap just dropped this with a lot of other bangers. UE5 could do it, just saying. I don't think it could, man. That's a great shot from New Shepard, Thomas. Yeah, chops are moving. Let me move that up there. Yeah, I knew you'd get into spacey things in this chat. Glad I joined when I did. Okay.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Oh, go. 5 months. Thanks, buddy. Oh, this would be an Octo B variant. Okay. And now we basically have to delete like 90% of it. Guys, if you look at the ship on the side, like from the side like this, I'm basically going to try to build out the entire front, like kind of section of octoballs, top to bottom, right? And then that will tell me, that'll basically give me the information of what octagons need to be, what octoball needs to be trimmed for the angles and stuff. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Sorry, my brain went potato there for a second. Did I hear right? You found the ship hull outline and set a beam? That's the hull outline right there for one of the diagonals. We have to, I mean, we could copy it over there, and then this should be the inverse of the, like, the angle should be right from the top to the bottom, because the hull shape is, oh. There's a huge open cavity right there. I'll get back to you on that one. Well, at least we got it for the bottom. And just like the other one, we gotta delete like 90% of this one. There. That's good. Man, a lot. Yeah, there's like two sides of that dang octagon. That's it. Oh boy. Wow. That's crazy. Hey Matt, what's going on? That's knocking futs. Okay. I'm doing good, Matt. Yeah, everything's good, brother. Neck's still killing me. Whatever. Yep, that's right, Ben. She's getting some bones. Night Sun Temple. At least you got your engine frames with Octoball B, only you'd have to make it on its side. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, Kippy, that's actually not a bad idea. We could do that we could use that to do that if we really wanted to. Oh, God. That is pretty crazy, though. Where we're going, we don't need necks. What? What happened to your back? Do you need time to take a minute and stretch? Raven, I pulled a lat the other day stretching on stream. I was just doing this and I pulled a muscle in my back and I slept wrong. So yeah, I slept wrong and I think I slept like this to stay comfortable and now my neck is destroyed. So, you know, I got that going for me, which is nice. Yeah, I'll be all right, John. Thanks for asking, though, bud. I'll be all right, man. Don't worry about that. We good. My heart stopped for a second because I was like, I still have the hover pack on. That's right, it goes in the square hole. Man, when we're out working on the front of this ship, I need to make sure that we have like an electrical lattice here because if we fall here, we're done. That's it. The bridge of the ship is going to be right here. So just wondering how that's going to jive with the corridors. It's a monster. Rotherham, that's for sure. Would it be feasible to set up electrical? By those, what? I think I'm just gonna make like one segment of the ship. So like the octagons that are basically like right here in the first row, and then maybe from there we could start figuring out the power harness for the ship. What's the primary missions of the ship for it to be so big? Have a big factory inside of it. It's John. It's crazy to see your mind be able to build these and make them come to life piece by piece. Even in KSP, it's astounding. Appreciate your dedication to making the crazy designs. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Ooh. I really can't be yawning. We have to go. We're streaming for another 12 hours, basically. Balls. That's gonna suck. Why are you streaming so long? Crew 8 splashdown, 3 a.m. I intend to do all of that, John. This place is going to have mess halls. It's going to have the cryo storage from Halo. Engineering is where the main power harness is going to be. So that's something that, actually, that should really help me with figuring all this stuff out. But, yeah. It's Florida, O-Force. I might drive down to the gas station and get an energy drink a little bit later tonight. So it's a huge ship and you will be the only crewman on board. There will be drones flying around and stuff. John, that's why we took the time to make the decks and levels, dude. That's why I took the time to do that. Dude. This thing's gonna have, yeah, it'll have racks, it'll have mess halls in accordance with lore of the ship. I want this ship to be able to be explorable, but I also want it to work as a factory. I just think with all the cargo space that the Pillar of Autumn actually has and all the usable space, you could do both of those things. There's so much freaking room in this ship. The ship's gigantic. It's like 3 Nimitz class carriers long. It's huge. If we can't fit a factory into that, we got a problem. Are you gonna leave a section open to show off the core? Probably not, John. There are open cargo areas in the ship, though. Like, that's what the ship's gonna look like when it's done. And we just figured out, basically, that line that I made with the 29 by 16 triangles is basically that line right there. See that? But, actually, it's this line. Sorry. It's that one. But you get the idea. My reinforced plate factory is 8 assemblers wide by 5 assemblers tall. Would it fit? Easily. Pad cleared for a Booster 13 static fire. Trey, I have Starbase Live. Oh no. Stop it. Stop it. You guys are making me yawn. Can't be yawning right now. We're only 4 hours into this 15-hour stream. That's not good. I have Starbase Live up there, though. Yeah. EJ, will Skylines 2 ever be a good game? Yeah, if they put workers and resources style resource systems in it, it'd probably be amazing. Bro, it's too early to make me yawn. I'm just eating lunch. Chat made me do it. Gangsta chat made me do it, Etal. Gangsta chat. Alright, so let's make the octo ball that's missing. Basically that outer part. Alright, let's go down. Let's go back down to the blueprint printer. Will playing Paradox Bomb this game ever be good? Who's gonna tell them? Shh, shh. Actually, you know what? Keep that open so we have our numbers just in case. Actually, that was fine. So that is so level 1 octoball, 1.5 to 2.5. Okay. We'll just put 2.5. So what parts of that ring are missing? It still has the squares. It's just missing the outer diagonals. Okay, got it. So right? Crap, I deleted too much. It still has the top diagonals. That's right, it goes in the square hole. Have you ever tried out the RP1 overhaul pack for KSP? Not on stream, dude, but I know of it. In your opinion, it's the superior way to play KSP. Yeah, you know, Serbian, I actually know, I'm pretty good friends with the people that made our RSSRO RP1. Yeah, actually, like Nathan and Max, I know them. They're good buddies of mine. Even they're like, dude, you gotta play this. I don't know, man. Maybe someday. Okay, there we go. Now, the cool thing about this is that I already made that sphere right there. But when we go to make the next row and the next one and the next one, we could just use 2.5. The reason why I called it 2.5 is because we're 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5 up in terms of octo levels, right? Because they're halves, because they're staggered like bricks. See that? So this would be level 1. That's 1.5. That's 2. That's 2.5. Cool thing about this is that if you look at 2.5 right there, the same amount of the octagon is missing. It's cut because, you know, the ship ends, right? Which is pretty cool. That's actually pretty rad because that means we're coming in pretty spot on to this. It's pretty close. And that means when I go to make the other side, it'll be good too. Now, the one below that, I'm not sure what the heck we're gonna do there. That's just that. I might... You know, you could sort blueprints to make them easier to navigate by creating subcategories. Yeah, the last time I did that, I broke the game, John. So it's clearly something I have to revisit, but cover it and forget it was even there. Yeah. .5 is just, it's actually the inverse of that, which is very interesting. So, if we go load up an octosphere, right? This would be octosphere 1.5. Oh. We have to basically keep this right here, what I just selected. That's it. Got to get rid of everything else. I'm going to do manual deleting around everything that's close. Don't select the blueprint printer. There. That's it. Octosphere 1.5, or lack thereof. Save the print, confirm, clear blueprint. Okay, so that's that sphere. That's that one. And then there's basically nothing. It's the same thing for this one. Almost exactly. I'll just manually do that because it's based, well, yeah, building that out manually would be fine. That'll be easy. It's just that square. It's this square, right there. See that? See this square? This one? That's what that is. So, yeah, because the closer you get to the ground, the more the octagon is cut off. And when you get to the bottom levels right here, like that's just, there's nothing there. What am I looking at here? It's the structural frame for a spaceship that I'm going to make, Juril, and I'm going to put my factory inside of the spaceship. If you're familiar with the Halo series, it's the Pillar of Autumn. Yeah, the inside of the ship's going to look like this. This is just the frame for it. Yeah, it's the Pillar of Autumn. So in Halo lore, the Pillar of Autumn has this octagonal honeycomb structure. And I'm using that. They actually worked it into the game, which I'm not sure how familiar you are with this, but if you played Halo CE, remember the first level, you're on the spaceship, and then there's these weird diagonal cross members, or spars going through each deck, and then there's vertical ones like that too. Those make up an octagonal structure. They actually wrote about it in the books. The books were written by the same people that wrote the story for the games. So they talked about why, you know, for instance, the Pillar of Autumn. I won't say like because apparently there's people that haven't played Halo, and that's really weird to me. I had somebody yell at me about spoilers the other day. That allows the Pillar of Autumn to do what it does in Halo CE and not, like, break. In 30 seconds of viewing, you secured a follow. Oh, thanks, man. So, I'm going to make the Pillar of Autumn on its dry dock on Reach. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to build out the Azod shipyards that go with it. That basically the last level of Halo Reach, and then the interior of the ship will look like the first levels from Halo 1. And my factory is going to be inside of that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You sure they weren't trolling? I don't know. Well, what does it do in CE? Stuff. It does stuff. I'm watching your viewers. Keep waiting for EJ to try and do something challenging and complex. Maybe one day. I think the right side diagonal strut on the previous blueprint was attached slightly offset. Might be worth checking before you start placing them down.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Oh, Jurl got gifted a sub. Right on, man. Oh. It wasn't offset, it's missing a cube. Good eye, man. Gippy, thank you for gifting him a sub. So yeah, I'm building out the octagonal structure first. And then I have prefabricated segments that are the deck pieces from, prefabricated segments that are the deck pieces. And once we get the frame of the ship figured out, it's just placing the deck pieces like a puzzle. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, over here we were testing out spacing on the decks and levels for the ships, or for the ship, and how that jives with the octagons. We're trying to replicate this. Turns out that you round some numbers off, this becomes really easy to put together. Yeah, we're getting the spacing. It's just, yeah, it's a huge puzzle, exactly. We might break the game. It's possible. Oh well. Will I engage in interstellar trade? What type of game do you think this is, man? This is a factory building game, BA. You don't... This isn't Star Citizen, man. Alright, so we need 2.5 right here. Oh, crap. Thankfully, I have blade runners. How do we not die there? As long as I'm at full health, I can survive any fall because I have springs attached to my legs. You hear that? Spring, sprung, spring, sprung, spring, sprung. We have blade runners. Yep. This is an electric hover pack. It works off of a magnetic field, electromagnetic field to work. Like a, yeah, like a Tesla coil would, can give off an EMF that can power a light bulb wirelessly. That's what this hover pack does. Yeah, we're using it to hover around. Aha, Ed boy. You know what? I'll attach power to the temporary guide beams that I have. That's actually a super good idea. The temporary guide beams that I'm using to place these things, it would be good if we attached to that. Because I'm going to eventually remove them. And when I remove them, we'll get rid of that and we can redo our power harness. Alright, so let's see if this 2.5 blueprint fits. Close enough. You're gonna watch the Booster 13 static fire that's happening soon. Yeah, space news. We're gonna do space news anyway. Huh. Ah, jeez. Nice. All right, so okay, now we're gonna need Octo 2.5 here. Flip that sucker around, place it, make sure it aligns. Fitment check there, fitment check there, we're good. See, now placing this goes a lot faster, and it'll help me figure out my guidelines as well. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, actually. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah. You notice that after almost 2 years that's a thing. I mean, Thomas, I was just thinking about that. Like, I get it, Burger's Law, it's funny, like, but honestly, you know, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that, you know, your timelines are going to get skewed a little bit around the holidays. Like, am I wrong here? Dang, what a project. Yeah, Batman, yeah, I've been telling chat, like, this is going to come together real quick. That's why we sat there and spent a week figuring out the octagons and the decks, because once you figure it out, it's just building it over and over again. The main structure of the ship should be done very, very soon. I just, you know, materials pending. We're actually doing pretty good. I mean, Burger's Law will apply to this project. Oh, that's not funny. All right, so how high are we going up here? We're 1, 2, 3. Okay, we don't want to follow this because these octagons aren't centered on the structure for the design. This was just made as an example. We want to follow our original structure here. Okay, come down here. Come down here. What you want? I want bourbon, want scotch, want beer. Oh, gotta be careful there. That didn't line up. Will you be adding plants to the interior rooms? There's no plants to place, dude. I mean, we'll put stuff in the rooms, no doubt, but I'm not sure what, you know? I haven't really figured that far, dude. Perhaps a botanical garden. You can't place plants in the game? Question? Well, that's not ideal. Oh, thank you, Boost Me. What does the circle signify when it's almost empty? Oh, that's your proximity to a coil. Proximity to the wires. Or no, recharge? No, it's your proximity to it. Yeah, it is proximity. Yeah, Metric, I noticed you could auto-rotate it, which is super cool. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Dean. Cool. All right. Playing real solar system and accidentally launched a sounding rocket towards Cuba in 1952. Whoops. Just an idea. You said some of the machines throw off smoke and smog. Can you route that to the back of the ship? There's no volumetric, Brandon, there's no volumetric movement with that. It's just an emitter, so no, long story short. The smoke kind of just stays around the machinery. You can't, like, pipe it through a duct. There are games where you can do that. Stationeers, you can get away with that. If you really want to know. You know what I think part of this build needs? A theme. I found the perfect one. Yeah. Yeah. It would look sick venting out the engines, Brendan, for sure. We might be able to do some trickery to get that right. Yeah, Tessa, I gotta be like double careful with I have to be double careful with this stuff, dude. I know, dang DMCA, it sucks. Dude, it's even worse on YouTube. You play anything, like anything, and I mean anything. Somebody would be like, that kind of sounds like something, bye-bye. And most of the time, it's not even the original content creator. It's just somebody trying to get cash. It's pretty bad. Like, I knew it was bad, but wow. Okay. So for this side here, we're 3 meters up, 3 meter over, put a diagonal. Now we gotta go 29 up. Get rid of that beam. That was just a guide beam. What is it, 29 by 16? Where's my notes? $29 by 16 it is. All right. Lattice my vans. I'm sure we could find something with an emitter, Brandon, to you know, do what we're talking about. I'm sure we can figure something out. Here we go. It was just an idea. We're still a while away from that point. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. Yeah, Tessa, that was pretty funny, dude. Raiden, I'm putting power nodes on the temporary alignment beams. The ones that we got to do 40 and 16. I'm putting power nodes on those. Because I know we'll delete those, you know? Yeah, so that's actually, yeah, that was a good solution. How many triangles up are we? One, two, three, four. Yep, okay. I've only fallen once, okay? So how far out are we going off of this beam? 12 out, that's right. It's 12 out. Three down, right? Three down. And then it was originally over 8, but I switched it to over 6. Then 2. Then 5 down. And then 5 down again. And then you make the diagonal. Make the diagonal, and it lines up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Oh, that's nice. I love it when a plan comes together. That was a pain in the butt, dude. That racked my brain for a second. We had to go back to 7th grade algebra, Pythagorean theorem stuff to get that done, dude. Oh. That wasn't fun at all. And they said you'd never use it, right? All right, now I want to see something here. Just wanted to be honest. We also need to go up one more set up there. It looks good, dudes. Space news? Yeah. Yeah, let's go down. This is just gonna look like a jumbled mess until we get it right. Until we start feeling it up. Thanks, Kelly. It does look good. Or just, as Hokie said, it looks like the jungle gym from hell. Read last. I've done server room wiring for businesses in big buildings like factories and skyscrapers. That ship wiring in real life would be a nightmare. Yep. Can I make a stupid suggestion you probably won't like? Go ahead, man. This is the part where Yarg suggests don't make all the octo balls. Watch. Yes, Dean. I'm using the octo balls to find the outer edges, dude. That's all. Well, basically that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not doing that, Yarg. Most of, guys, not every single one, like a lot of them are going to be hollowed out, dudes. A lot of the octo balls are going to be hollowed out like that. Inside and out of the ship to replicate the cargo bays. I'm using the octo balls to get shape. And then basically think of it like subtractive manufacturing. If you don't have balls, where will the fuel go? That's the other thing, man. Like those ones right there are going to be like fully hollowed out. That's going to be open space for the cargo holds. You know, because we scaled our octo grid around the octo, or around the cargo holds. But yeah. Should I send the space news links I have saved up or hold on to them for Monday? Stuff from today, Creeper. Just stuff from today. If we start making a backlog, no backlog. Don't do that. Don't do that. We'll cover it if it's pertinent. If we missed it for a reason. That's what I meant. Send the ones I have for today. Yeah, okay. I want to keep going, but we got a space news. And there should be a Booster 13 static fire happening soon. I'm gonna do a quick check-in with the Titans, my boys. No. Not yet. Not yet. Buttons! Hello? Oh, you gave me some screws. And some cable. Crystal. More crystal. Pipes. Hey, buddy. Oh, you got in the way on your chewy slug. How did you gather so many in one place? They'll follow you if you give them a pale berry. So, Dave, you got to get near one of these things. Drop the pale berry. They have to be not spooked. You drop the pale berry. They'll go to the pale berry. They'll eat it. And once they do, they'll follow you. And they'll keep following you unless you lose line of sight. If you lose line of sight, they won't follow you. Watch. They'll jump when they see me. See? And then they'll follow you around. Okay. So there's 9 of them. I dragged 9 of them across the entire map. Well, not the entire map, a good deal of the map. Yeah. Well, exactly. They just give you turbo motors and stuff. They give you all kinds of cool things. Like, here, check it out. Almost everything except the SAM and the smart plating here is from them. Yeah. They're filling up my interdimensional storage with all kinds of crazy stuff. They give you power slugs. I have 17 purple power slugs. Geez, that's almost 100 power shards. Right there, right off the bat. There's like 200 power shards here. Crystal oscillators, I have more than I know what to do with. They give you computers, high-speed connectors. They give me silica. I have no quartz mines. Nothing. I don't have any of that. And yet, here we are. Totally stacked. I have 40 turbo motors sitting in storage. 292 aluminum, 85 casings, 67 heavy frames. They give me so many electromagnetic control rods, I don't know what to do with them. Hog remains. Spitter remains. Yeah, I've grind out a good amount of tiers here. Fused frames, 80. Those are super hard to make. Mod engines. Yeah, they give you nuclear nobelisks from time to time, which is really funny. Hatcher remains. Let's go in here. There's a question to be asked about where elevator shafts may fit into the octoball design, but I'll wait till an after-hours stream. Yeah, Ray, I know what you mean. I have an idea on how I want to do it. We might need to come up with some custom deck spacing components, but basically in the cubes. I want to put them in the cubes, and then we'll just line up the decks appropriately, you know? And keep in mind, they're not going to be elevator shafts. One of them will be used for, like, hypertubes, up and down. Another one we'll use for resource, and then maybe an aft hypertube elevator, you know what I mean? The elevators are probably what we should make first. I'm not showing BA where I sleep. That's weird, man. Yeah, this is my sloop slug constructor. I just want to sink the DNA capsules. Because, yeah, I want to get tickets. It does, Creation. Yes, it does. We should probably... That's what we should figure out first before we place any decks. Where the vertical shafts are in this, where the cargo bays are, which is what we've already done. Where the long hallway of the ship is going to be, like... All of that stuff is really important and will help us locate everything later. Yeah, we should figure out where all that is. And up at the very top of the ship, dudes. See these open areas up here? Guess what we're putting there? Guess what's going right here? That's going there. No, not drones. Oh no. If you know what this is, you know what this is. You don't know what this is. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Factory Card Skate Park? Something like that, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's that, yeah. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go with that. Please let it be an intricate trash compactor. No. I'm gonna put in a couple of these. Just 2 of them, though. These are on the top of the ship. This is part of one of the levels in Halo. Yeah. There's the elevator right here. I haven't figured out the elevator shaft yet. But yeah, that's the idea. There's no elevators in Satisfactory, so I was thinking just hypertubes, you know? What purpose did this area laid out actually serve? So this is like on the very tip top of the ship. Now, the ship in game is not nearly as long as that level is, because some of it was abstracted. But there is 2 of them here. What are they used for? I have no freaking idea what those are for. I mean, maybe a loading bay or something? Going to make that for the buggy? Yes. Or done. Yeah, yeah. Only 1, though. We'll probably just have it go through here and then have it go down and under that big bulkhead right there, and that's it. And then maybe out the front or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll stop or whatever. Also, we have those DNA capsules. Let's do this. Ready? Boop. That is extremely satisfying. We have 39 tickets. That's pretty cool. Can we buy radio PRGUs? I don't think you can. I was gonna say, can we buy those from here? Oh, we can. Yeah, sure, why not? Got plenty of tickets.
Parts purchase confirmed.
It's so
Promotion
funny.
delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
Hey, why don't you shut up, Ada? Nah. As you unlock higher tiers, more items become purchasable.
Milestone reached. A resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from
Crude oil?
underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fix-It does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fix-It predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always struggle to see the true potential of things.
Yeah, I
Nothing
know.
about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Okay. But he's playing wrong. Oh dear. How many fused frames do we have? Oh look, we have enough. Thank you, lizard doggos. They'll put those in there so I don't lose them. Now we need 1,000 pipe. Easy. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we need 100 super uber computers. By the way, EJ, I had a video of yours from 9 years ago recommended to me yesterday. You're riding a roller coaster in what looked like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. That was a long time ago, man. That was from 2015. Yeah, that was... Yeah, where I have the blue shirt on and the sunglasses, and I'm like, ah! That's from a long time ago, man. Aged like fine wine, my friend. Oh, jeez. Thank you. Yeah, I have that, and I think on Twitch, the first VOD I ever recorded, the first stream, or like maybe the second or third stream that I ever did, ever, like from December of 2012, I have the spider rocket. I think that's when that's from. But yeah, dude, crazy. I missed the sunglasses, but I appreciate your mug, so both is good. What is your favorite clip? This is gonna sound screwed up, Metrics. My favorite clip is the DM2 splashdown where the boat with the Trump flag went through. And I'm just like, Oh no! That is the funniest one, dude. That one takes the cake. That's the funniest thing. It's so ridiculous. Like, that was weird. It's clip. That made live stream fails, dude, and got a ton of people watch that clip. God dang, was it funny. RCT3 and CSC Red Alert were your jam as a kid. Nice, man. Nice. Whatever happened to the aviators? The aviators are right here, dude. They're on my desk. Look, they're right here. They haven't gone anywhere. See? I'm happy that one's gone. Okay. Waterfall stop. Booster loading has begun. Oh yeah, we should do some space news, or at least a booster coverage. Can we buy supercomputers from here? Oh, look at that. Oh, sweet. All right, we'll jump into space news and like, what is there anything else that I need? I think I got all the aesthetic pieces that I wanted. Oh, there's the customizer stuff. Asphalt foundations. Yeah, let's get that one. And then coated concrete too. Let's get that one as well. Dotted patterns or arrows would probably be right. Probably be a good one to get to, but it's fine for now. So we have the last one there. There you go. Thank you, lizard doggos. All right, let's save for now. Okay, we're gonna play a lot more Satisfactory a little later tonight, I think, because we're going all the way to Crew 8 undocking, or not Crew 8 undocking. We're going all the way to Crew 8. My brain just stopped. Crew 8 splashdown. That's at 3 in the morning. So we got a ways to go. Today's going to be a pretty long stream, so you're going to get a lot of Satisfactory. We got a frost line on the booster. So what I'm going to do, you guys know the drill. YouTube, I'm going to shut it down. We'll restart the stream with the Space News title. It splits up the VODs a lot better that way. That was upon request. Oh my God, Rockets, if you're out there, hi. Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're just going to flash the title screen for a second. So, be right back.